Friday. It's Friday night, Arena and Chill, live from Seatin's parents' garden, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're all doing well and having a absolutely smashing end to the week. It's Friday, which means tomorrow is Saturday, and the day after that is Sunday. It's the day of rest, the day of grinding out in Marvel Contest of Champions. So I think we're live on YouTube now, but I don't think any notifications have gone out. Oh, they've gone out now. They were a little bit late. Okay, I was worried I was talking to myself a little bit too long there. But what is up to Strike Twice Vlogs, Poos Poos, Maniac, Tyler, Legendary Legend, Elsie Rock, Connor, Liam, Jose, Lick, Omar, Scorpion, Dennis, Paul, Jason, Kevin, Bojam, Sam. Got so many lads in the chat tonight. Hope you're all doing well and having a good Friday. Does anybody have any wild plans for this weekend, lads? What is everybody up to on the second weekend of 2019? Today we're going to be grinding out the tier 4 basic arena because we're going to go for more thing crystals tomorrow, man. So hopefully we can get the 3-star version and we don't have to desperately grind the arena on Sunday. That'd be an awfully great time if we could make that dream a reality. So fingers crossed that, you know, we don't need to desperately grind, man, because that first thing opening was pretty tragic by, I believe, everybody's standards. What's up, everyone? Waiting for New York Comic Con 2019 already. It's going to be a good time, man. Last year was so much fun. New York Comic Con is always one of the highlights of the year. Not hanging with the lady friend tonight? A little bit later, my friend. She's going to be coming over in, what is it, a couple of hours. She's just out. It's her friend from work's leaving drinks, and then she's coming over, and, you know, you know, it's Friday night, boys. You know what time it is. It's time to binge watch the 7 Deadly Sins. So we're going to be watching, you know, a little bit of anime tonight. It's going to be a good time, man. We're currently on season 3, finally getting around to watching it, so that should be a fantastic time there, boys. You know, staying up late, a little bit past midnight, watching a bit of anime, living that naughty boy life. Exactly, lads, exactly. Liam Vernon says, my wild plans are to have a cup of PG tips and get a 5-star Logan from a featured crystal. Wow, a man of clear ambition I see there, Liam. Best of luck in your epic plans this weekend. Yo, what is up, Victor? Dude, hope you're doing well, man, and everything is good with yourself and the family in California there. What's that? Are you going to commentate the fight between Vex and I at New York Comic Con 2019? Well, first off, Panaman P, I'm incredibly excited to hear that everybody's favorite Marvel Contest of Champions bad boy is going to be attending New York Comic Con 2019. That is splendid news. We hope to see you there in full badassery with the 5-star ghost on point. But I'm very excited. What is the fight? What is there? What's the legitimate beef, or what's the quarrel between you and Vex? Why does it have to come to blows? I'm a little bit curious, man. A little bit curious. Playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. You know, I've tried to play Super Smash Bros. I suck at it, man. I suck at it, though. I just don't have the time to get good. But I've watched a few tutorial videos. I'm better than I was when I started. But still, man, it's one of those things with fighting games. There's, you know, you have to commit quite a bit to learn the timing of everything quite well, and how, you know, hitboxes and interactions and special moves work. So yeah, I am still kept very busy by Marvel Contest of Champions for the most part. What's that? Have I ever thought about moving the monthly tier list after the first Champion of the Month releases? I think it's to do it's best to do it just before the first Champion of the Month releases, because, you know, for example, Thing, right? You never really know in the first week with a lot of characters, because there are so many different videos and perspectives coming out, how good a certain character is going to be. So it's nice to have, you know, at least kind of like 2 weeks worth of information before I add a champion to the tier list. So that's why often I enjoy doing it just before the first champion of the new month, if that makes sense, because then, you know, I've got kind of a good time to get a handle on both of the new champions and any changes that might have been made, and, you know, any new little interactions that have come up. So I think it tends to be quite useful there, but Thing looks really, really good. I've seen some very interesting gameplay. I think at the very least, Thing is going to be a God tier champion. I think he's got a bit of beyond God tier potential as well, so we're certainly going to have to see them. I'm just joking around. Remember when you made that vid after he left the Panda Beats fan club? Oh, yes, sorry. I definitely remember that now, man. So I piss about way too much in line chats throughout the day. But that was definitely... I love the Lil Johari Warriors chat online, man. That's definitely one of my favorite chats to be in still. So yeah, it's definitely a good time, man. Definitely a good time. But I certainly do remember that day when the beef started. But I'm excited for the fight, man. And very excited to hear that even more people are going to be coming to New York Comic Con, because it's always my my favorite time, man. Yo, what is up, Anthony? Thank you so much for the super chat, man. I remember you dropping a super chat the other day just before the live stream ended, so double thank you, man. Absolute mad love to you. Little super chat, early doors, should have donated more. Oh my goodness, dude, you're far too generous to me as it is, in all fairness. Keep it up, thank you very much. Should I take 5-star Iceman or Medusa to rank 5? I would definitely go for Medusa out of those two. Like, I've got Medusa at rank 5 on both accounts, man. She's such a great champion for so much stuff, especially if you need, you know, a great option for variant stuff, Labyrinth of Legends, you know, even stretching toward 100%. Like, Medusa is so good. So yeah, I think Medusa is one of the most solid rank 5 options in the game. And I would definitely advocate taking her up to rank 5, because she just seems to have some endless uses. And she got a lot of very, very good matchups last year as well. But thank you very much. I believe that approximately converts into about $13 US. So let's get you up there. Thank you very much for 10 of Her Majesty's finest pounds sterling there. I'm excited for Silver Surfer. Well, we don't even know if he's going to be a playable character yet, but I hope he is, and I hope he's badass. So yeah, you know, I don't want to get my hopes up, man. Don't want to get my hopes up just yet, but I'm very excited for Human Torch, though. I think out of all of the Fantastic Four characters, he's the one that I'm probably most excited for, in terms of how I would envision the character, but, you know, we're going to have to wait and see. Like, Thing looks insane, though, from some of the gameplay that I've seen, so I'm absolutely gagging to get my hands on it. Hopefully quite a stacked version of him, and, yeah, fingers crossed tomorrow we get a little bit lucky in the crystal opening. What is up? CLG got a 5-star Thing from 5 crystals. Should I awaken with a gem and rank 4? I would take him up to rank 3 unawakened. It's a little bit hard for me to say exactly, just because, you know, I haven't seen that much Thing gameplay. From what I've seen so far, he looks absolutely ridiculous in terms of his damage output, and he's got so many interesting immunities and utility and some very cool stuff that you can do with him. So I think he's going to be a very big asset for a lot of the game, but I can't really give you a well-rounded kind of thoughts or review just because I haven't played the champion yet, and again, I've only seen a very limited amount of gameplay. So I'd say take him up to rank 3 unawakened, play about with a character, and I'll let you know in good time, my friend. I'll let you know in good time. But if he's, you know, performing really, really well, which from the gameplay that I've seen he probably should be, he does look like a very, very solid rank 4 option in all fairness. So I don't think you're going to have much regret if you do decide to awaken him and take him up to rank 4. But congratulations, man, on getting insanely lucky there. Considering taking up Quake soon, she covers all of the fights that Ghost struggle with. Oh, thank you very much, Panda Man Pete. Dude, that's a fair play, man. Like, Quake has been exceptional for so much stuff recently. I think she's very, very deserving of rank 4 for a lot of people. And Mark Dirksen, thank you very much for the super chat, man. Hey, Seatin, I duped my 5-star Hyperion. Is he rank 4 worthy? Definitely, man. What utility would he bring me, or is he just a damage dealer? By the way, great videos as usual. What Hyperion utility does Hyperion bring? So he's a really good damage dealer, straight off. And what makes him so great as well is the fact that not many characters are immune to Incinerate. So, you know, where bleed champions are gimped in certain matchups, the Incinerate off the special one can be really, really sick. But also you get the poison immunity, you can potentially have some crazy stun lock scenarios there. You've got a little bit of regeneration as well on the Awakened Hyperion. Also the power gain. can be insanely valuable for so many different matchups, especially if you're very good at like special intercepting, but you don't really realize how valuable that power gain is until you play around a lot with Hyperion. But personally, man, I've got Hyperion at rank 5. I absolutely love the character. I think he's so useful for so much content, especially if you're looking for a really good option for a lot of the stuff in Variant. I think we got what also like Hyperion oddly counters stuff really well, like Korg. He's one of my favorite Korg counters for really stacked Korg fights. So yeah, he's really good for the very stacked Korg in the final chapter of Variant with Buffet, if you can play very well in that matchup. But yeah, there's just a lot of little stuff of Hyperion, really, but overall, he's a very solid rank 5 character. But type in, like, Hyperion versus Buffet Korg, and you'll see some cool stuff there. Yo, what is up? Dustin Lenderman, thank you very much for the super chats. You incredibly fine, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, are being far too generous this evening. Right, let me just finish off this group, and then we'll have a quick look at some of the questions here. Can we push him down to 25%? Ah, not quite. Might be close there. Right, I want to do another combo. Try and get him down. Let's go. That should do it. Right, fantastic. Right, Dustin Landerman. Human Torch will not be incinerate immune by Kabam's logic. I've seen some Finn gameplay at 565 and it's alright. I think one video being sent around is a rarity. Yeah, because the one video has like 10 additional bonus Fury stacks, which seem to like hyperinflate his damage. So yeah, I'm a little bit curious to, you know, how the champion actually is and how that video was made, because I'm a little bit suspicious about, you know, the kind of like 4-star rank 4 one that's going around at the moment. But Dustin, thank you very much for that super chat, man. $10 US. That is a beefy one, my dude. Absolute mad love to you. And also, massive shout out to my boy and recent legend, Steven Anderson, who managed to snag his Legends title with 3 hours, 18 minutes. Was your time with a 5-star Corvus Glaive. Dude, huge congratulations. Just a quick question for you. With a time of 3 hours, 18... have you checked like the Kabam forum to see whereabouts you placed on the leaderboard? I'm a little bit curious to see, you know, how that stacked up in comparison to the other top 100 times there. Should I rank up Awakened Void or Unawakened Domino? I think for this month, you should probably go for Awakened Void. Void is so good, man. He's so valuable for this month. So yeah, I don't think you'll have any regret taking Void up. But Domino is not a bad option as well. She can actually get through a lot of the stuff this month. I think Void, overall, he does fill kind of that insane gap in utility, and he's good for so much stuff. You know, it depends, you know, what you're focusing on next and which one it might be a little bit more useful. Did I try my Gwenpool versus Uncollected thing? I've got in, what is it, the How to Easily Beat Uncollected thing video. We've got some Gwenpool, we got a Gwenpool one-shot in that. And yeah, she's such a great matchup for Thing. It's one of the matchups that I thought was probably the easiest and best option versus the Thing. That's just such an insane one there. Yo, what is up, Legacy? Hope you're doing well. It's all good, Keith. I'm certainly glad the Red Hulk videos have been of service. Oh, Vex has joined as well. Yeah, Panaman Pete, man. He was starting some beef with you. He said he wants to fight you at New York Comic Con. Bare fist, just in front of the MCOC booth. I can't believe Adora quit as well. Or well, not Adora quit. I assume moved on. But yeah, Adora is no longer with Kabam. I think we've got a new community manager along with Kabam Mike, but I'm not really too sure who that person... There was something on the forums, man. I forgot to I forgot to read it because it was like buried in another post. But I think we might have some more community managers stepping forward. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. I must admit though, I'm a little bit biased, man. And like Gabe is still my absolute favorite person now from the Marvel Contest of Champions team after New York Comic Con last year, and also after the fact that he's literally like the only Kabam employee that is publicly kind of getting out there. Because you know he's tweeting all the time now, man. He's talking to all sorts of people. So yeah, I really, really like Gabe. And for those of you who are unaware, Gabe is the creative director for Marvel Contest of Champions. So he does all of the art and, you know, oversees all the art and story and design and animations. And he's like the biggest Marvel nerd in the entire universe. But he's a top lad, man. He's a top lad. I had a lot of very, very funny conversations with him at New York Comic Con last year. So I really like Gabe. And again, you've just got to keep in mind that not all Kabam employees are in charge of the business decisions. Some people just have fun and making Marvel characters all day long, and he's one of those people. My first 5-star was Iron Patriot. Oh, RIP there, man. I know, even Gabe responds to me. MCOC Twitter doesn't do that, mate. They never... Marvel Contest of Champions Twitter, they never respond to me. I'm always so sad, man. So sad. Oh, Duke G. Hi, Seatin. I donated with PayPal. Did it work? I will have a little bit of a look, my friend. Thank you very much. Sorry, I don't... I'm a massive scrub, and I don't have any of those inbuilt flashy chat things that I probably should have, but I've just got word via my mail that something has come through on PayPal. So just give me one sec. I'm just looking at out of the corner of my eye while I beat up this Dr. Voodoo. But yes, thank you very much, sir. Dude, the donations are massively, massively appreciated. Alright, let's have a little bit of a look. Oh, thank you very much, Duke, aka Sebastian. Absolutely mad love to you. Is there any question attached? Oh, no question or anything. Just absolutely mad love there, my friend. And oh my gosh, it's on Bob Barman of Super Chats this evening. Honestly, you guys are being way too generous, man. I do not deserve this much love at all. Peter Sanchez, though, this is just my contribution to much knowledge gained from you, brother. You have no idea how much you've helped me with story mode. Lol, you're the man. Thank you very much, Peter Sanchez. Dude, I'm glad that some of the videos have helped you out. But yeah, if you got any other questions, man, certainly do let me know. Always try my best to answer what I can. 5-star Phoenix worth ranking up. I think there are better options if you do have better 4-star champions. Because I revisited Phoenix, I think, about 4 months ago, around the same time as Symbiote Spider-Man, and I really wanted to like Phoenix, but I still, you know, I still just think the character is so rubbish in comparison to a lot of the other Cosmic champions. She's got like a few things she can do, but the Cosmic class, you know, there's so much big competition up there. And I did Phoenix and Symbiote Spider-Man in the same week, and I loved Symbiote Spider-Man, but I just couldn't click with Phoenix still. So yeah, I'm just not the biggest fan personally of Phoenix. But hey, some people are, and if you enjoy playing her, then you know, more power to you. Hey, what's up, Nick? Hope you're doing well, mate. Feel like it's been a little while since I've seen you knocking about in chat. Do I like Emma? I love Emma Frost. I think she's a fantastic character. There's so much she can do. What is my opinion on taking her to rank 5? It kind of depends if it's a 4 or 5-star version of the champion. I don't know if I'd... maybe there are some scenarios where I'd rank 5 her as a 5-star, but she'd be pretty down the list. At least in my opinion. And then... what is it? Sorry, lads. I'm just freaking out because I heard my door smash a little bit. So I hope that there's no garden intruder, but if there is, just move a little bit closer toward chat. Your first 5-star is Juggernaut. Congratulations, man. I mean, well, there are much better 5-star champions than Juggernaut, but yeah, you know, Juggernaut back in the day when there were only 12 champions in the 5-star crystal, he used to be pretty good to get. But that's when Juggernaut was a viable Alliance War defender. My first 5-star is Black Panther. If it was classic or Civil War, they're both a bit like meh. The classic one is maybe a little bit better than Civil War to play, but you know, not the best character. But there are also worse ones in the Crystal as well. So yeah. Right, let's see what we can bring in next. I think, who do we want to go for? Maybe some rank 2 champions. So let's bring in Magneto, Cyclops, and also Falcon. I don't want to play Falcon. Let's just go for Angela instead, actually. See, and what are my goals in life? Oh my gosh, I don't know the answer to that question, man. I've you know, just get a place of my own and not have to worry about money by the time that I'm 30 would be great. That'd be a fantastic time. Just be able to like retire at 30. I wouldn't want to retire because I'd be so bored, but I'd like to be in a position by the time that I'm 30 that I just don't need to worry about, you know, stressing about like paying bills and the mortgage. You know, I got plenty in the bank. I can just do whatever I want. So yeah, I guess that's kind of a goal, but you know, I feel like 3 years ago, you know, I was just in such a different situation to where I am now. And I could have never dreamed that 3 years ago I would be exactly where I am today. So it's just one of those things. I find like as I grow up, every like year or so, kind of my goals, my ambitions, what I'm looking for kind of changes a little bit. So yeah, I don't know, man. But I'd like to... I think one of the things that I'm still very keen on is I really enjoy making the very like quirky comedy videos and stuff where I just, you know, like the Kabam CEO videos. I do them so rarely, but whenever like I do them, I get that real feeling of like, oh man, like I really enjoy doing this. So yeah, I always you know, if I could find a way to do more of those, that'd be a super great time. But unfortunately, a lot of those videos are not terribly financially viable to do in terms of like running YouTube as a business, unless like I was to go very mainstream. So I can do the old one, man. Definitely take like a day off to do the old one, but it's difficult to what is it? Make the kind of stuff that I want to make. Or maybe I'm just kind of sidetracking, delaying it. I'm not too sure, but I'd like to do more of that stuff. That'd be very nice. Yo, what is up, Tyler? Thank you very much for the super chat, man. Absolutely mad love to you. Right, let me just beat down this Quake. Hopefully that's going to do it. Oh, if there's a crit in Assassin's range, we might have got that one there. Mate, I'm at my wit's end with my basic and premium 5-star pulls. What would I do? Thinking of saving up 5 at a time and popping them at once. Oh, am I wrecked here? Am I destroyed? Okay, we might not be destroyed. No! No, I can't believe she got a parry on me. That's so naughty. Right. Oh, that was jammy. That shouldn't have happened there. Sorry, Tyler, to go back to your question there. I think both of the crystals are a gamble. But there are more and more really good champions / gold tier champions being added into the basic 5-star crystal every couple of weeks. So there's an increasingly decent chance that you're going to get a very good champion. But both of them are a gamble. Personally, with my experience with the crystals, I say just stick to the 10k. But you are going to have some rough patches, man. And I'm certainly in a very rough patch, at least on my main account with the 5 stars. This year so far. So yeah, it hasn't been great, my friend, but you know, it is what it is. Sometimes you're going to have like the most insane month and get like multiple gold tier champions, and sometimes you're just going to be at the mercy of Kabam. 09 Nameless says, no homo, you thick. Oh, thank you very much, sir. Certainly appreciate it, mate. Did I go to college? Oh, no, I'm a filthy college dropout. We have a scheme in the United Kingdom called apprenticeships, which are where you kind of, you get a job, it pays less, but then you kind of learn while you earn. So I had a very valuable one of those at a place called the Citizens Advice Bureau, where I was trained up to give people very kind of basic legal advice on kind of the systems that we have here in the UK to do with benefits, and legal systems when it comes to stuff like relationships and employment. So yeah, all of that stuff does seem like a lifetime ago now, because I did that from when I was 17 to 19. But yeah, I'm a filthy college dropout. Oh, thank you very much, Ghost Trick. Certainly do appreciate it, mate. Oh, it's all good, Duke. Dude, not at all, my dude. Not at all. I just massively appreciate your contributions. Hi, Seatin. I just maxed out 4-star Hyperion. Unawakened was a good decision. And by the way, I got a 5-star Kingaroo as my 3rd ever 5-star. Well, first off, RIP on the 5-star Kingaroo. And the second one is Hyperion. He's not a bad champion to take up Unawakened. I think there are maybe better options, but, you know, he'll probably serve you quite well, you know, depending on where you are at in the game. But he's a very good champion for a lot of stuff. Would I use a 5-star Awakening Gem on Stark Spidey or Star-Lord? If I wanted to go full Stark Spidey, I'd probably use it on Stark Spidey. Because Stark Spidey, I much prefer Stark Spidey over Star-Lord, personally. And he's just such an MVP for so much content. So, you know, I'm a big Stark Spidey fan. Whereas the Kabam CEO 2019, you know, there needs to be a lot more controversies within Marvel Contest of Champions before the Kabam CEO skits do make a return this year. But maybe. Well, I'm not overly sure if the US have apprenticeships. I imagine they have some form of it, but they might go under a different name. I'm sure pretty much everywhere has them. I remember talking to somebody in San Francisco at the time who'd like never heard of apprenticeships though, and said they were very uncommon. I think apprenticeships are significantly less, well, at least a few years ago, were significantly less common in the US for a lot of stuff. Because it's all about going to college in the United States and taking out $500,000 so that you can get a degree that says you're a smart, and if you're a smart, then you can get a job, and if you can get a job, then you can pay back the $500,000 that you loaned from somewhere to get a smart piece of paper that says you're a smart person. Yay. At least that's my interpretation of how it works in America. But I may be incorrect, lads. I may be incorrect. Again, I don't really know shit. What I recommend for your Diablo, I have a bit of a video focusing on Diablo, which might not be too bad to check out on the chat. And what is up, Brysack? Thank you very much for the $4 super chat there. Hey, Seatin, I just got a 5-star Heimdall. Is he good? He is a great 5-star champion, man. Very good. Got the True Strike permanent effect, Unawakened, and he gives his entire team, so everybody aside from him, cheat death as well. So yeah, for like stuff like Variant, he's an absolute godsend. If you look back on my Variant like runs, we're using like a 3-star Heimdall for some of the stuff. So yeah, he's just one of the craziest champions to pick up as a 5 or 6 star. So definitely a very solid pull there, my dude. That's exactly how America works, Seatin. See, I told you, man. I know all about the Americas. All of the knowledge there, man. Oh no! I was so close. It's a bit of a painful matchup. Not being able to stun most of the time, and yeah, we're just not getting any neurotoxins off, are we? There we go. How does it work in the UK? You don't need a degree for high-level jobs. It kind of depends which sector you want to go into, really. For a lot of stuff like, what is it, medicine and law, definitely. But for a lot of other more business-savvy stuff, apprenticeships are very, like, I've got a few friends. One works in like software development, IT, and I've got another friend that works in like programming as well. We all dropped out of college to do apprenticeships, and all of them, man, are doing tremendously well. Around 23 at the moment. So yeah, I really like apprenticeships, man. I think they're a great scheme. Just get, you know, young people out of the classroom into the workplace. And, you know, learning some valuable life lessons, man. Because I just, in my first, you know, 2 years of being out of the classroom, because I was so bored in school, man, I just never really wanted to do anything. I was so friggin' lazy. But putting me in a job, getting a little bit of money in the bank account, you know, I just started to really kind of respond to it and get really interested in the work that I was doing. And it gave me great motivation. But then I kind of got to the point where I was like, okay, well, you know, I like working, but I want to make a decent amount of money and be my own boss. So I've been kind of striving toward being a full-time YouTuber. ever since. Because I think... yeah, I'm just a bit of a greedy capitalist, really. Just want, you know, all that cash, man. Get a nice house, get a nice place. You know, go on some nice holidays. Visit Amsterdam a few times. Have a good one. Do I know Loki is a great buffet counter? I've had a few people say that to me recently, actually. I need to test it out. I heard he works alright for masochism as well. So yeah, it's something I haven't tested personally, but I might test it on the free-to-play account when it comes to Diablo. But it's something I have heard quite a few people trying to tell me recently. I adore the fact that in the UK you can do some serious stuff right out of high school, provided you're not a slacker and nobody gives you a hard time about it. Apprenticeships, man, there's some. It's a fantastic scheme, really, really good scheme. I just know so many people that have just got into the workplace, and I think once you start working alongside other people that know how to do a job, it's just crazy. You've got like some alright social skills and the ability to learn and kind of absorb information, which so many young people do, just how quickly you can take to work. Alright, so that's the missus trying to give me a ring. Got to tell her we're live at the moment, but I'll drop her a Facebook message quick. Right, the 1-2. Okay. Oh, right. Well, apparently I'm being called. I've got to go do a lift. The missus wants picking up. She said 11 o'clock. It's 9:30, but they're about ready to leave right now. So sorry lads, I have to end the live stream a little bit earlier today, but hope you are all doing well and having an absolutely fantastic Friday. oh my gosh, hopefully Doug, hopefully, fingers crossed there. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching today's live stream. I'm so sorry I have to end it a little bit early, but you know, gotta go pick up the missus. You know, we got a little bit business to get up to this Friday evening, watching season 3 of 7 Deadly Sins on Netflix. So yeah, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, mad love for all the super chats today. You lot have been far too generous. Hope you all have a fantastic Friday and an exceptional weekend. But yeah, take care, ladies and gentlemen, and have an absolutely fantastic day. And now we're going to wait about 10 seconds just to make sure we can, you know, outro in the perfect time there. But there we go. We're done, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great weekend.